So one of the fields that you can actually add in Jotform is an appointment field. So over here, I'm in the Jotform editor area. So in order to go ahead and add in an appointment field, you need to click on add element. And over here on the left hand side, you can see appointment right here. So once you go to appointment, you can see that a range of time is given right here where users can choose. You can actually go around over here and change the name to, let's say, for example, appointment, date and time as well. You can type in whatever you want. If you were to go to properties right here, then you can see that you can go to general to make basic changes, like you can change the field name right here. So I'm just going to go around over here and let's say, for example, I'm going to say date and time right here, ampersand right here. You can change the label alignment right here to left, right, or top, and even set this format as the default if you want to. So whenever I actually bring in the appointment date and time field, then this format is followed. You can make it compulsory as well. Let's say I want to. You can even duplicate this field as with any other fields. Now let me just go ahead and remove out the duplicated field right here. So let's say I want to drag this particular appointment time right here on the bottom. I can go ahead and click and drag it right here to change the location of it. You can go to properties right here and you can see that you can actually sync out your Google Calendar, Outlook, or Calendly right here. So let's say if I want to go to Google Calendar, I can go to authenticate right here and select out my, let's say for example, my Google account right here, and then go ahead and verify it out. And once you verify it, this is what you have. You can see that I have an option to allow Jotform to access my calendar. You can go ahead and continue right here. And then let's say, for example, I'm just going to go ahead and refresh. And then what happens is that Google Calendar gets synced out right here. You can select out the calendar that you have right here, just like this. And then you can go ahead and click on save so that the time availability is arranged as per the calendar events that you have. But apart from that, you can also go ahead right here and let's say, for example, set the appointment slot to maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes right here. You can even add in custom minutes. Let's say, for example, this is exactly 40 minutes per appointment. You can go ahead and add in the time as well. Let's say, for example, I'm going to go ahead and say from 8. Let's say, for example, I can go ahead and type it in as well from 8:30 to, let's say, for example, 6 right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in 18 right here. You can go ahead and choose the days that you want to add the appointment in. Let's say, for example, it's on Sundays as well. So you can go ahead and choose the days right here. You can add in the new interval as well. Let's say, for example, on Saturday. So let's just go around over here and let's say on Saturday, you have an appointment as well. Let me just go ahead and press Control Z right here because I need to make some change, but seems like I made the change right here. Well, let me just go around and type in 38:30 to 6 is fine, but this is just for, let's say, for example, these dates right here. So around over here, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the days, and let's say only on Saturday, it's from 9 a.m. to, let's say, for example, 11 a.m. right here, just on Saturdays. You can even add in a lunchtime, and let's say, for example, that is 12 to 2. So I'm just going to say 12 to, let's say, 1 right here, just like this. So you can see that all of the calendar events right here, the time slot and everything gets arranged out according to the calendar that I have and according to the schedule that I added in right here. You can even add in a limit right here. Let's say, for example, the appointment is supposed to start as at 18th January to, let's say, for example, until 30th January only. You can go around over here and add in, let's say, for example, offer appointments ability for a certain number of days into the future. Let's say, for example, 2 more days right here as well. So you can also add in, let's say, vacation. So let's say 21 is a vacation. So you can go ahead and choose that in right here, and that day there won't be any appointment right here. So you can see that maximum number of appointments per day is unlimited, but you can go ahead and type in 10 right here to set the limit as well. So minimum scheduling notice is 3 hours. So only before 3 hours, people will be able to select this out. Similarly, you can go to advanced and set reminder emails as you want as well, so that whenever someone sets an appointment, you receive an email. And the time sent in advance is 2 hours or 3 hours right here before the appointment as well. And even you can even customize the reminder email right here and make changes according to what you want as well as you want. There's the editor, so you can go ahead and change the recipient to as well as you want. So you can even go ahead and make changes like attach PDF and customize the email as you want as well. So that is what you have as you want. You can even lock the time zone right here, just like this, to a certain time as you want right here, and make changes to it as you like. And besides that, you can go ahead and choose the time zone as well. As you can see right here, you can even lock that particular time zone, set the date and time format, and then even start the work week and so forth. You can even choose the hour format right here, 24-hour or AM and PM format. Hide the field if you don't want it to show it to the users, and even go to the field details to see the detail in a coding level as well. So if I were to go ahead and preview out this form right here, then this is what you have. So you can see that this is what you have right here. So you can see that I can go ahead right here and then choose a particular date. So let's say, for example, depending on what I actually added in the details, you can see that these 3 days are available, and I can go ahead and choose the time right here, just like this. So you can go ahead and choose the time and hit the submit button, and that particular time will be recorded. You can cancel the selection, and then you can go ahead right here, select other content out right here, just like this as well. So that is how you can go ahead and work around with the form appointment field inside of Jotform. So hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.